I'm gonna share with you the easiest way to get a football scholarship. The same way I ended up at Ole Miss and went on to earn a D1 football scholarship. And these are the 5 steps you can start executing today. And if you don't know anybody that plays college football, or a friend, a family member, or someone in your community that's a part of the college football program, don't worry, because I'm gonna show you how to get in without any connections or knowing anyone. Step 1, you start by building your list. And what we wanna do is build a list of anyone you know that could be playing college football or coaching in any way. And the best way to do this is to set aside 45 minutes, no distractions, no cell phones, pull out a plain sheet of paper and just start writing people down. Now, this could be players that you played with in high school the last few years. It could be people that you know from your community. It could be coaches. It doesn't just have to be players, but anybody that you know that could be a part of a college football program. And usually they're players that have played at your school or players that you know from camps that are already in college. If you set aside time with no distractions to start thinking through anybody you may know or have played with, you're gonna be surprised at people you know that are currently at programs that you can connect with. If you're thinking and you're still unsure, start going through your social media, your Facebook, your X account. Go through people that you're already connected with. Step 2, start sending messages. Now that you have a list of everybody you know that is a part of a college football program, we want to start reaching out to them. Now, the way you reach out to them is really important, because what most people would do is they'll start asking for favors and asking them to do things for them, and you definitely don't want to do this. This is the fastest way to get them to not respond to you. Instead, just like everything else I teach, you want to do things differently than everybody else. And what you're going to do here is you're going to reach out, and instead of asking for favors and asking them to do things, you're going to ask them for advice. And you're going to do it in a customized way, so they know it's not just some blast text, some blast DM. And so it'll sound something like this. Hi, John. Congratulations on playing at Ole Miss. You've done an awesome job of running over the middle and catching passes. I love watching you play. I was wondering if I could get some advice from you. It would really mean a lot. See, when you reach out to football players and men in general, asking for advice will feed their ego and they're more likely to respond. Asking for favors and they're more likely to ignore you. And then, just like doing outreach to college coaches, wait a week, and if they haven't responded, then you can go ahead and follow up. Step 3, get on a phone call. Once they respond back to you, it's going to be positive and say something along the lines of, yeah, absolutely, I'd love to give you advice and thank you so much for what you said. And then from there, all you have to do is respond back to them and say, when is a good time to jump on a quick call? You definitely don't want to have this conversation in text or in DMs. It's really important that you have an opportunity to speak with them and talk through the whole situation, and obviously what they're going to get out of it and what you're going to get out of it. If you try to do it through text or DM, they're more than likely just going to stop responding. Step 4, leverage social media. Now, once you're on the phone with them, what you do here is going to be critical. Again, you don't want to ask them for favors. You don't want to ask them to do things for you, because then they didn't think of it, and more than likely, they're not going to want to do it. They're going to feel pressured into do it. So instead, you want to flip the script. Just like you said you were going to do through text, you want to ask them for advice. So you would say something along the lines of, I'm doing everything in my power to play college football. How do you suggest I reach out to name of coach, right? The name of the coach of their football team that recruits your area, or the position coach. It really doesn't matter, because what that player is going to do is connect you with the right person. Now, instead of asking them to do something, you're asking them what you should do. And 9 times out of 10, the way they're going to respond is, oh, that's awesome. Let me reach out to him for you. Or let me talk to the coaches. Instead of you asking them to do it, they came up with it and they're gonna wanna help you. And then you can ask things like, would you share my tape with your coach? Or would you be open to introducing me? And then at the very end, just make sure that you ask them if it's okay to follow back up with them, because you know they're really busy. Then when they say yes, they're giving you the green light to reach back out to them and you're not annoying them. Now, the law of reciprocation is really important. So the more you can do for them and continue to help them, the more they're going to want to help you. So make sure you're following them on X and social media, liking, commenting, and sharing their content so that you're helping them continue to get out as well. What you want to do is continue to find ways to help them succeed. The more you find ways to help them, the more they're going to continue to remember and help you. And then step 5, expand your network. I shared earlier in this video, if you don't know a lot of people, whether it's family, friends, people in the community, players that you've played with in Little League or in high school that are currently in college, this is what you can do to still get in. In all my videos, I always share the first step to doing outreach and getting a scholarship is choosing the right 50 to 60 schools. It's really important because if you choose the wrong schools, all the outreach, all the marketing, everything that I'm teaching won't matter. So if you'd like to get a professional evaluation to make sure you're targeting the right schools, I'll leave a link in the description below so you can see if you meet the criteria. Now, what you want to do is look at your top 10 schools and start following players that play the same position you play at those top 10 schools. Once they follow you back, you're going to DM them the same process that I shared with you from the beginning. You're going to reach out to them in the DMs with a customized line talking about them and then asking them for advice. Once they respond back to you, you'll ask them to jump on a quick phone call. And then once on a phone call, you could share with them that you really want to play college football and you want to know what you can do to get in touch with their coach. So as you can see, you don't actually need to know anybody that actively plays college football or is a part of a college football program. You can go and meet active players and get introductions yourself. Now, as always, I created a checklist, a guide, and all of the different scripts that you're going to use in this system in one simple playbook that you can download so you could start executing this right away. And as always, it's free. I'll leave a link in the description below. Now, if you got value from this video and you'd like to watch more videos just like it, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to watch my last video on how to make a football highlight video that gets offers, you're gonna wanna watch this video right here.